Sister wives. Garrison Brown's family shares unique and fun way to honor him. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S Gossip channel. After losing Garrison Brown at the beginning of March, the Brown family knew things would never be the same again. However, his loved ones and surviving family members are determined to keep Garrison's legacy alive. After his passing, Flagstaff Animal Shelters received an abundance of donations from Sister Wives fans. Garrison loved animals and had 3 shelter cats of his own. Now, the Browns confirmed they've found a new and fun way to keep honoring Garrison. Sister Wives fans knew Garrison Brown loved cats and serving in the National Guard. But he also had a passion for Hawaiian shirts. He and his younger brother Gabriel launched their own shirt business, dubbed Bob's Floral. Although the brand seemed to be quite popular with Sister Wives fans, Garrison last posted on the page in November 2020, teasing a big reopening plan. Sadly, it seemed that never came to fruition. The wake of Garrison's death, it seemed unlikely the shop would ever reopen. But as per the Sun, it seems the Browns are intent on keeping Bob's Floral alive. He was definitely planning on working on his clothing, but before his death, he wasn't really doing much of anything, truthfully, an inside source allegedly told the Sun. He was depressed and was unhappy, and he didn't feel like he was getting much success from anything. The source claims that initially, there weren't immediate plans to reopen the clothing business. But that's changed over the past few weeks. There's conversations within the family about how they're going to try to keep his legacy alive, the insider continued. They plan on carrying on some of his dreams, which can be done by his brothers, they continued. The source also claimed the Brown family is working on creating a foundation in Garrison's name that will likely be centered around helping animals in need. Fans are divided over whether Sister Wives should continue. While many Sister Wives fans would like to see how the Brown family handles Garrison's passing, many think it should be cancelled for the same reason. Even recently, Kody Brown publicly admitted that conflict is excellent for ratings but ultimately hurt his family. Many viewers would prefer to see the Brown family stop filming and focus on healing instead. Either way, Sister Wives Season 19 will likely debut on TLC later this fall. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is sharing private texts with her fans and they are loving them. It has been an extremely hard month for the former plural wife. She lost her son, Garrison Brown, to suicide in early March 2024. Since then, she has tried to find comfort and solace anywhere she can. Now, she has gotten texts and they have made her day so much, she just had to share them. Janelle Brown is trying to cope with the loss of her son, Garrison Brown. It is a pain no mother should ever have to deal with, but her family has been there for her through it all. She has sought comfort with her grandchildren, Axel, Evie, and Joey in North Carolina. That is where her daughter, Meri Brown Brush, lives with her husband, Caleb, so she seems to be relaxing there. Recently, she sent out a text but she had no idea that it went to more people than she had intended. She was trying to make plans to take her grandchildren out for ice cream, so she sent a message to Maddie. However, her former sister wife and very close friend, Christine Brown, happened to be included on the text chain. Of course, being the fun-loving and good-spirited person that Christine is, she immediately put in her order for a treat. Janelle shared this snafu on Instagram as it was too good not to. Immediately, a Reddit thread was started to discuss this fun interaction between Christine, Maddie, and Janelle Brown. They loved that Janelle had just Christine's name whereas her daughter's first and last name was listed. So, what else did followers have to say? Did Newt realize I could have been asking for extra hot fudge face with open eyes and hand over mouth? It warms my heart that they are getting back some sense of normalcy after the tragic loss they've just experienced. Mending heart. Janelle's grandkids are such a blessing, always, but especially now. Also, I like that Janelle double checks with her daughter about special treats. Hands clapping. What's in the group chat? First off, followers loved how Janelle Brown consulted Maddie about giving the kids treats. They thought that was so respectful of her. Then, they wondered why the three had a group chat to begin with. Then, others remembered that they had their own business together, so it was probably utilized for that purpose. It was a fun and silly interaction, and the fact that they are able to be happy again is a big deal. Did one of Sister Wives star Christine Brown's daughters reveal she is planning to pen a tell-all book in the near future? So far, a few of her children have been very open about what they went through growing up in a plural family. More so, they have not held back feelings toward their father, Kody Brown, and his fourth wife, Robyn Brown. Christine Brown raised the majority of the Brown children as she was the primary homemaker. Between herself and second wife, Janelle Brown, they had a total of 12 children. First wife, Meri Brown, had just one child, but they were all still a family. For her part, Janelle was the one who was most dedicated to working, and she liked it that way. That all changed in Las Vegas when the wives got their own homes in a cul-de-sac. They had more autonomy, though the kids could all still freely interact. After moving to Flagstaff, the wives were completely displaced and were not even remotely close to one another. Around the time Christine left the plural family, her son Paedon Brown started spilling the tea about life as a Sister Wives kid. Then, Gwendlyn Brown started her own Patreon and YouTube page, quickly followed by Mykelti Brown Paedon. After Garrison Brown passed away in early March 2024, Gwendlyn closed down shop, but Mykelti kept chattering. So, which one of Christine's daughters may be doing a tell-all book? According to the Ashley's Reality Roundup, Mykelti shared that she and some of her siblings have tossed the idea around. The Brown siblings have chatted about it, and they have said they may do it together or they may do their own variations. We actually have considered writing a book. I think I honestly gave up waiting to write a book with my siblings, and that's one of the reasons we did Patreon. I do still think some of my siblings debate back and forth about writing a book. As far as I know, none of my siblings are currently actively writing a book. But I do think several of my siblings like the idea. In the end, Christine Brown's daughter still likes the idea of writing her own story. She feels she has the skills to do so and says that she would just hire an editor and a publicity person. This would be an aid to avoid her rambling. No contract, game on. A book is completely feasible for Mykelti Brown Paedon. Unlike several Sister Wives cast members, she is not under contract with the show. Therefore, nothing is holding her back from doing a book if she so desires. Unfortunately, Mykelti does feel she would catch heat if she wrote a book while the show is still airing or in production. However, she would be in the clear once it is over, so that would likely be ideal. Her husband, Tony Paedon, added they do not want to burn unnecessary bridges. Looks like, somewhere down the line, this will definitely happen. Recently, the Sister Wives world changed drastically by the death of Garrison Brown. Although the Brown family is struggling through the day-to-day right now, they are trying to return to some semblance of normal. In many ways, this seemingly includes continuing with their on-camera presence. With discussions of the next season, fans wonder if Meri Brown's friend, Jen Sullivan, will be the refreshing piece the season 19 needs. Undeniably, the loss of Garrison Brown brings many questions about how TLC will proceed with the release of Sister Wives season 19. Seemingly, the filming is continuing, leaving fans wondering if Meri Brown's good friend, Jen Sullivan, will be in the new season. While the next chapter was promising new characters like Devid Woolley and his family joining the ranks, now, there is a gaping hole with Garrison missing. However, Jen's humor and honest questions from the look-backs give fans hope for a refreshing change to any upcoming seasons. Albeit, the cloud of sadness will linger with the absence of Garrison. On Reddit, one Sister Wives fan starts a thread by saying, "Will we see Jen in season 19? Then adds, Jen had mentioned that some kind of meeting, confrontation between herself and Kody had been filmed but wasn't sure if it would be aired. Will we get to see this meeting? What was it about? And what kind of role, if any, would people like to see her take in the show?" Personally, I feel like she's very relatable and said things that many in the fan base were feeling. Not an initial meeting, or when she first met them. A meeting or meet-up or conversation or confrontation, etc. Other fans add their thoughts to the conversation. "I'd like more Jen and no Kody or Robyn. How are they going to actually release that season as is with what happened?" Another person simply responds, "Shamelessly. But wow, do they have a challenge proceeding with the show after Garrison's tragic death. Everything they do on the show will be filtered by the audience through the lens of taking care of the needs of their children and embarking on a healthier lifestyle. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe your channel.